You are listening to Win on KZKO. Check them out every Monday from 4 to 5 p.m. Mountain Time. Only on KZKO The Vibe.
And now, World Improv Network proudly presents Community Court.
When common decency between two parties cannot solve a dispute, Community Court is there to solve the problem.
All rise for the most Honorable Judge Kenneth Vicarro.
All right. Oh, man. Sorry, I bought some new underwear and, I'm just breaking it in. Just kind of uncomfortable. Junior knows all about that. He's had a rough go of it with diapers. It took a long time to find the right ones. Ain't that right, Junior? Yeah.
I'm telling you, Judge, cloth is the way to go.
Well, you know what? That's what we're going to try next week. Well, we're just we're being scientific about it. Every week we're trying out a different kind of diaper and, jotting down the results. And, I conduct an interview with Junior, got a 10-question survey for him. And right now these are like Pampers, but they're like the off-brand. So they're called dampers.
That's not a good sign, Judge.
Yeah. He's clearly in a bad mood, so. But you know what? We still got the rest of the week to go. Maybe he'll change his mood. Anyway, diapers, they could be said to be a part of fashion. Some people consider it as such. And, a lot of name brand designers, come out with underwear. Tommy Hilfiger. Yep. That's what Junior's gonna try next week. Because when you say cloth, I'm talking about like, boxer
designer
briefs.
cloth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very smart.
And, just cause it's quality. Anyway, that brings us, to the case today. We have the, Sir Elton John in the courtroom. Hello.
Oh. Yes, thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
And it is an honor. Just speaking for myself, I'm a big fan of your music, and just
Thank
like
you.
how out there you are. Like you don't seem like somebody that makes compromises in regards to who you are.
No, I take a stand, and I'm not bound by convention.
And that's, kind of why we're here is, we're challenging conventions, and we got some folks who want to keep the status quo, and that's kind of what brings us here today. So we've got you, our plaintiff, Mr. Sir Elton John, and then we've got our defendant, Signore Gabbana.
Welcome, Judge.
Sorry?
I want to say welcome from the fashion world. It's an honor to be in your courtroom, and even though I share kind of the same views on many aspects as Mr. Elton John over there, it is not...
It's Sir Elton John.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a knight.
I'm working on that too. Right now I'm just a little rook trying to become a prince and maybe then a knight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't affect it. You still have to call me by my rightful title.
And may I say, for an Italian feller, you've got a great American accent.
I have been studying overseas design in New York, so, my perspective on design is global, so I figure I should take on the language of global capitalism, which is America. So that is why I've worked so hard to shed my inferior Italian accent and even denounce my language and heritage entirely.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow, well, let's see if we can, calm these rough seas that, I think you're both caught in. Because, Mr. Elton John, you've complained against, the Dolce Gabbana, fashion company. They recently came out against, gay couples having, babies via in vitro.
As I like to think of it, as they came out against basic human rights.
Well,
that is
not
just
to put too fine a point on it, I guess, but there it is. Yes, Signore.
Well,
Gabbana.
To me, it's an insult that my lover and I can have just a child by saying, okay, we'll pick this one with this color and this size, and then we get a turkey baster, and then we inseminate somebody, and poof, someone comes out that looks different than us, and that's not supposed to be that way. God did not design that, and nor would we design something that perfect.
I feel like that's a bit of an oversimplification of the process and of the situation that many loving couples find themselves in when there is but one set of genomes or gametes.
Just because he's a sir and a knight doesn't mean he knows it all. He doesn't have the God Messiah title yet. Maybe he'll get there. And then at that point, maybe I'd respect his decision to come out against us, the most important and significant fashion label of our time. So, and by the way, Judge, I noticed that you called him Mr. Elton John just the last time.
Mr. Sir.
Yeah, but he snapped at me for not calling him Sir, so I don't think that's fair.
Well, it was Mr. Sir Elton John.
In my...
I'm sorry.
There's a...
Getting used to the diapers.
Now, when I was this child conceived naturally?
Naturally? Like, I mean, it was between me and, well...
Your Honor, what he's asking is, did he use a turkey baster?
It's one way of putting it, but it's the good old fashioned. Since the monkey's been doing it, like they do it in the animal kingdom.
See, Sir Elton John, they brought a stork, not a turkey baster.
Well, it's fortunate that you and your ex-wife were able to do this naturally, but there are millions of couples the world over whose only option to conceive a child is through artificial means. And frankly, Dolce, Gabbana, whichever one you are, I don't even care.
Gabbana.
Yes, like I said, I don't care. Your opinions are base. They're founded in hatred, and what you're trying to do is a crime against humanity itself.
Well, I would like to say, first of all, to refute that statement, he said artificial, which means it's not natural, and artificial, like food colorings and hydrogenated oils, aren't good for you. So sticking artificial things in your body via insemination and turkey basters are not good either. So he just kind of, admitted to the fact that he's wrong.
Well, I'd like to clarify that, one, I don't come from a philosophy of natural law. I don't think that. And I think when we use the word natural, what are we talking about? Like what are? I mean, as far as I'm concerned, turkey basters are natural because they came from us. We came from monkeys.
They grow on trees.
Yeah, I mean, well,
they also grow in that island in the South Pacific, the plastic island where it floats around, and there's a lot of diapers and turkey basters there too.
Well, that I'm unaware of, but I will say this: has the Dolce Gabbana fashion company taken any actions that might have evident consequences against the in vitro process or institutions that provide these services to gay couples?
We've designed new belts and new undergarments to make it impossible to impregnate them with a baster. It's almost like a chastity belt that you need to have a microchip in order to get access to that sensitive part of the body, and it realizes and recognizes when there's a turkey baster and some artificial insemination processes going on, and it does not allow you access.
And this, Your Honor, is one of my primary problems with Dolce Gabbana Corporation and their stance is not only have they created these things and endorsed this opinion, but it's the forcible application of these devices to gay couples to prevent the artificial insemination process. There are vans that travel around the city that are accosting gay couples, pulling them in and placing these devices upon their midsections.
That is true. We're just trying to protect God's order.
Whoa.
That's all it is, Your Honor. God designed us to be that way, and so therefore, just because we have a GAY status doesn't mean we should have preferential treatment.
This is what I'm...
That's fine. You just talk over him.
Well, that feels disrespectful, but you see, this is exactly what I'm talking about, Your Honor, with this enforcing their opinion on others, which is just clearly wrong. I can't believe it's even gone this far.
Well, forcibly taking somebody into a van and applying some kind of chastity belt with a microchip, that would be considered abduction.
However, Mr. Elton John, he liked it because we caught him once. And
this happened to you?
Yes, and be honest, sir, you liked it.
Well, I liked it in the moment. It was a natural physical reaction to being handled, as it were. But the fact that my reproductive...
Did you say yes? Did you consent, Mr. Sir Elton John?
No. There was a bag put over my head while it happened.
Well, that's against the law.
That was accidental. We were just trying to get the dust off his forehead, and so we stuck a bag to wipe it down, and it went all over his face.
And then it stayed there for roughly 20 minutes during the process.
You're an old man. You're dusty.
All right. I think I've heard enough here.
Well, hey, Your Honor, I can give you a nice DG robe.
What?
I'll give you a Dolce and Gabbana robe that you can wear. It would be so hot and
I
sexy in
have
your
so
courtroom.
many people come into this courtroom and try to bribe me. And yeah, I've taken some bribes before, but it's a new year. Well, and I've taken some bribes in this year, but I'm not, you know what, I'm saying right now, I ain't taking any more bribes.
Any time is the best time to turn over a new leaf, Judge.
Thank you, Cliff. I really appreciate that.
Your Honor, I can see, that, is it that you and your bailiff Cliff over there wearing Giorgio Armani? Oh my God, that is so 2014.
Our wardrobe budget here for bailiffs is not high.
All right, well, I'm going to order that Signore Gabbana pay for whatever in vitro processes Mr. Sir Elton John
thank you. And but if part of removing this chastity device could be part of the ruling, I would greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, consider it done.
That is not fair.
Keep on that crocodile rock, All right, court dismissed.
Let's go live outside the courtroom to Wilford Taylor to hear some post-trial thoughts with the plaintiff and defendant. What's going on out there, Wilford?
Right, well, I'm here with the Signore Gabbana. He's looking kind of peeved off. Is that right? Are you peeved off?
I'm beyond peeved off, because the judge and the bailiff are wearing Giorgio Armani, which is not even in season, and secondly, he denied that he would take my robe that I would make for him custom like I did for the Pope. And then Sir Elton John, who's not really a sir in my mind, he lied because he really liked when we kidnapped him and made him wear that little device.
Right, and Mr. Sir Elton John, is that true? Did you like it when they put the belt on you?
Oh, well, I mean, I did enjoy the process. It was very, very rough, and they were handling me man pieces, so it was hard not to react, because I'm a very emotional and still a virile man.
And I think that contributes to your music and makes it all the more enjoyable.
I am a rocket man.
Well, best of luck to you in the...
Burning up his fuse up here alone.
Right. Okay, well...
Looking in his back pocket to get a comb. I'm a rocket man.
I don't remember that part. Well, all right, that does it here for the community court. I'm Wilford Taylor, and I'm out of here.
The verdict has been made and the court of law is spoken. Tune in next week for another fascinating episode of Community Court.
Give the Wincast your suggestions via Facebook, Twitter, or the KZKO Win blog during the commercial break of a crime that needs to be solved during Truth and Justice. Next on KZKO.
You are listening to Win on KZKO. Check them out every Monday from 4 to 5 p.m. Mountain Time. Only on KZKO The Vibe.